superheroes. But when you are asked to take a baby's temperature who already is uncomfortable, already doesn't feel well, it's not easy. And by the way, that baby could be 72 years of age because any man who gets a cold is a baby. This is one of the neatest little contraptions. It's an FDA cleared medical device from the folks at Homewell. And at a price of under $30, it's not something you stick in your mouth, which by the way, is really disgusting because I know, I've seen the way you all do it. Someone takes their temperature and all you do is rinse it under the sink a little bit, which means the next person who takes their temperature has whatever you had as well. This is a very busy mommy. Yes. She's a nice lady. This is Janine Mullen. This technology allows you to take a temperature literally when the child's asleep.
Yes.
You don't even have to touch the individual, and it is FDA cleared to be accurate.
Yes, it's completely accurate, it's FDA cleared, and it's completely no contact. Because no matter how much you love the person that you're taking care of, you really don't want to get the germs. Like I'm at the stage where as much as I want to keep those around me healthy and I want to take their temperature, I don't want to get whatever it is that they have.
I'll tell you, I'm honest, I'm germophobic. I love this thing.
Yeah, oh, it's great.
I love it.
And it saves 32 readings, so if you have to call the doctor and they ask you the back readings, you can go ahead and tell them the past 32 readings. You can do Celsius or Fahrenheit. Not only can you take the body temperature of somebody without even touching them, so not cross-contaminating, but you can also take the temperature of the air, and you can also take surface temperature, which is great.
Yeah, so imagine this. Again, you're a brand new mom, and you're warming the milk up in the microwave. Now you can get the surface temperature of exactly how warm that milk is.
And it's so big, the screen is very large, so it's very easy to read.
Even at night.
Even at night without my glasses on. And I also love the fact that it backlights green if you have a healthy, if you're normal temperature, yellow if you're in the danger zone, and red if you have a high fever. So I love that. So couple the two things, the big screen, the number's very easy to read, with the color in the background, and it's just a no-brainer. Anybody can take it, and you need this. This is something that if you can't remember the last time you bought a thermometer,
it's time to get a new thermometer.
It's time to get a new one, and this comes with a nice bag and the batteries, which is great.
Yep.
Because this is not something that you want to have to go out and get it when you or someone you love is not feeling well. You want to have this on hand, especially, I hate to say it, Dan, but we are in complete cold and flu season.
Absolutely.
Right now.
Let's go through the generation. Do you remember these? And this is kind of the newfangled mercury thermometers. Mercury is a dangerous material. If you've ever dropped one of these, you know what I'm talking about. The next evolution was the first electronics, but you still put this underneath your tongue and it would beep and give you your reading. And it was every bit as dirty, nasty, etc. Then they came out with the ear thermometers, but you still had to slide this into somebody's ear canal. When you've got an earache and mom wants to take your temperature,
or you want to take your own.
Yes. With this, you literally do not touch your own forehead or the forehead of a child.
Yeah.
You take it about 1.5 inches to 2 inches away, it beeps, and there it is.
And you can have that beep turn on or off. It's completely up to you.
Oh,
hey guys, do you want to come on out? And I just want to show everybody that.
Can we borrow your forehead?
Yeah, you're not cross-contaminating. So I can take Dan's temperature.
Yep.
And then, okay, so then I can take the girl's temperature.
How would either one of you feel if one of us took our own temperatures and then handed you the thermometer and said, here, let's take your temperature? Ew. Yeah, ooh. Yeah. But with this, and it's always done at the center of the forehead, and I'll ask you if you feel anything. Feel anything at all? 97.7 degrees. I
love that. And so no bodily fluids were exchanged. Girls, thank you so much.
Now, I could also switch this and do this in Celsius if they were Canadian. Thank you.
So no, there was no cross-contamination. So, you know,
That's a good feature.
I have 3 little kids at home, and they would always be sick at the same time because I would use other means before I had this, you know, lovely no touch, no contact digital thermometer, and I would get everybody sick at the same time. It was really horrible because this comes out when there's germs in the air.
Absolutely.
That's when you need to use a thermometer.
And it's, if you are the caregiver, it's for everybody in the family. You go about 2 inches away from the forehead, you push a little button, and it tells you. How about being able to check the temperature for the bath water?
Oh, I love that feature.
I got to tell you, I remember when my daughter Allison was born, And I'm the youngest of 5 children, so I was not used to babies.
Yeah.
Man, I was scared of everything.
Yeah.
I would be taking temperatures of everything.
Well, and you know, when kids are little, or like when you get like a toddler or 2-year-old,
right,
and somebody's not standing still, it's so easy to take their temperature.
How do you get a toddler to put the thermometer underneath their tongue for 60 seconds?
Yeah, and you don't want to have to put a thermometer anywhere else. And you don't want bodily fluids, and you don't want to cross-contaminate. This is FDA cleared, and it's accurate. Come on out, Nick. We're going to take your temperature.
Nick, do you mind?
Come on, Nick.
Nick's very important.
There's no germs involved.
Nick is very important. He has a clipboard and a headset. Yes. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Tell me if this hurts.
Not one bit.
You are 95.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, guys a lot of times run a lot lower than women. So I usually run about 97.
I don't know what that means.
He's cool.
It
means, Nick, you're very cool. It's official.
Thank you. Now, I can save 32 of these.
Yes.
So that I can take it to the doctor. But I like the color reference.
I like the color reference.
Again, if you're a new mom.
Well, you know, you can take someone's temperature in the dark while they're sleeping and not wake them up.
Right.
It's going to backlight green if the person does not have a temperature, yellow if they're in the danger zone, and red if they do have a temperature. Plus, couple that with that huge screen. It's so easy to read. I don't even need my glasses to read it. And the batteries come with it, and a beautiful velvet bag.
And the temperature is still a pretty good rule of thumb for overall health. People have said lots of things, like we've got lots of grandchildren under the age of 5, and as the caretaker, I couldn't imagine living without this. People said the product I got is nice. I got another one, recommended it for everybody. This is the new evolution. Listen, they were taking temperatures 100 years ago with mercury thermometers. This is outdated. Use modern day electronics. Even the batteries come with it. And it does make a great gift for anybody who is the caregiver.
It's very thoughtful because people don't think of it for themselves. And if you can't remember the last time you upgraded your thermometer, now is your opportunity. Look at the screen alone. Look at Dan can even take his temperature. Like just
no
issues. Like it's like not a big deal. It's you can just randomly. I know I didn't mean it like that.
No, believe me, I'm right there with you.
Like,
97 degrees.
It's not an issue at all, you know. It's just not a big deal. You take the big dealness out of it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about how long is it supposed to be under the arm.
And listen, moms are better at this than dads, but I know this for a fact. When your child is not feeling well and your child finally falls asleep, when you wake them up to take their temperature, nobody's happy.
And you know, not even children. Like, do you know anybody that in your life that's going to be getting surgery soon?
Yes.
That's really important.
Okay.
You have to know if the person has a temperature or not when they're recovering from
that could be fighting
surgery.
Infection.
Yeah,
Good
I
point.
mean anything. It tells you if you need to take it to the next level and call the doctor. And you never want to wake somebody up that's not feeling well.
And by the way, even the little beep, you can silence that.
Yes, you can turn that off. And, you know, look at the difference in the screens. Here's a more updated thermometer. And look at the difference. Which do you think would be easier to read? Obviously, ours is much easier to read. And there's no bodily fluids involved. There's no cross-contamination. It's FDA cleared, and it is accurate.
Yes.
And that's, you need to know if somebody has a temperature or not.
I would agree. Today's the very first day that we've ever had on our 4 Easy Pay payments. This was a great gift before we got into the holiday season. Now, even better gift. Anybody who knows a caregiver and their family, you've got children, grandchildren. We're expecting our second grandchild.
Oh, so exciting.
Yeah, it's very cool. This is the type of gift that goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because it'll be appreciated as a gift immediately, but the first time that mom uses it, that's when she'll really say thank you.
Yes. And you know, every family needs it, but also if you live alone, you need it too. You know, it's kind of gift giving season, but this is the type of item, if you don't have something like this or upgraded, or you haven't upgraded in a couple years, please consider doing it for yourself, because if you live alone, you need to know that this information too.
Agreed.
So it's going to give you, you could do Celsius or Fahrenheit, you can do room temperature, surface temperature, or body temperature. It's going to give you 32 memories, You can turn the sound on or off, and I love that. I actually like the sound because I like to hear it, but
So
you
you
can
know when
turn
it
that off.
beeps, right.
And then it's going to backlight. The screen's very big, so you can read very easily. And then on top of it, it's going to backlight green if there is no temperature, yellow if you're in the danger zone, and red if there's a temperature involved. And what I was trying to say, poor Dan, I felt like I sounded insulting, but what I was trying to say was Dan is even walking around and very easily being able to take people's temperature, and you're moving.
Way too long for me to ever be offended.
But so you can take, a toddler's temperature just as easily, or somebody that's sound asleep. Children can take their own temperatures, and again, it comes with the battery and the velvet pouch, so it's kind of a cute gift too. A great stocking stuffer. Are you still healthy?
97. Yeah.
Good.
I think this is brilliant. Your temperature was lower than mine.
Yeah, Nick was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's a clipboard.
But you're
It's all about
hot.
the clipboard. According to this, lukewarm. Coming up a little bit later on, from the folks at Mobile Power, the most powerful and